The middle market so far has had a weak first half. They had a lot of deals that were expected to close and did not, but the expectations for the second half are really strong, and the median deal size right now sits at $52.5 million. So this slide focuses on Main Street, and before jumping into numbers, the deal transaction numbers are not great because they're self-reported by business brokers, investment bankers, and sometimes people who are on the finance side of the transactions. But our best guess is that we actually only touch between 20 and 30% of the deals that go on in the US. A lot of deals are still handshake deals, are done without advisors involved in them. So we don't capture any of those deal metrics. So we know what's going on when it comes to the deals that we're involved in, but any of the internal sales or any, sales from one competitor to another where they're just using an attorney and not using any type of financial professional, none of that gets reported right now. So in Main Street, we've closed about 5,400 businesses, and this is for a close of Q2, so for the first half through 2018. In comparison, all of 2017, we were just below 10,000, so 9,900. So we're still up a little bit over last year, and typically Q3 and Q4 is busier as well. And right now, I'd say what we're in is a win-win market. We're not in a seller's market, we're not in a buyer's market, but it's really win-win on both sides. One of the problems we typically have is that we don't have a lot of good businesses available for sale. We don't have a great amount of supply. And because we've seen these uptick in the numbers of businesses listed for sale with the baby boomers, we've had a flood of really good businesses on the market. And good businesses to us means they cash flow, they're prepared for transition, and they have a legacy factor. One of the stats that I was super surprised to learn is that 68% of the businesses listed for sale in the US right now have 10 years history or more. And when you consider that 96% of all businesses never hit their 10-year anniversary, it's pretty impressive. So there's a lot of great businesses on the market right now. So buyers have a lot of good things to pick from. On the other side of the win, there's a lot of good qualified buyers now. So good qualified buyers means that they're motivated, they have the right intentions, but also that they're financially qualified. And we all know that acquisition lending has been a lot easier the last few years than especially during the recession, but even previous. So we've got good buyers and good sellers, and I think the valuations have been fair. We talked about the baby boomers tsunami beginning and middle market being down in terms of transactions. So I'd say all things point to a strong second half of the year and even into the first half of 2019. Most deals are still taking somewhere between 8 and 12 to 18 months to close. So we have a good view of the pipeline for the next year or so, I'd say, as our industry, and it still looks to be very, very strong. But we're all watching indicators to see when and if that's going to change.